Hey Josh, how you doing?
Hey, Mr. Eggerman.
Come on in, man. Have a seat right here.
You think we can sit at the table? It's probably the fastest and easiest.
Yeah, that's fine. It's over here. Take a seat right here.
Oh man, you got a beautiful home, Mr. Eggerman.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
How's your day been going?
It's been going good. A long day at work and got a lot done though, so that's always good.
Awesome, awesome. Could you grab a piece of paper and a pen for me, please?
Sure.
Revisit what we were talking about the first day we met, all right?
Okay.
Now, do you understand how your electricity bill works?
Not really.
A lot of people don't. They just pay the electricity bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dominion right now is charging us on a time of use plan. We're being charged on peak hours and off peak hours. Your on peak hours during the summertime are from 2 to 7 p.m. They're charging you 27 cents a kilowatt. And during the wintertime, your on peak hours are from 7 a.m. to noon. They're charging you 24 cents a kilowatt. That's why if you notice your bill's a lot higher in the summertime than it is in the wintertime. And that's because they're charging you more during those on peak times during the summertime.
Okay.
Now, how this program works, you have to be using enough usage to your house, and you have to have an average bill that's over $100 a month. If your home qualifies, you can actually go green and produce your own electricity.
Okay.
All right, so a lot of people, they know that solar saves them money, but they don't know how it works, right?
Exactly.
So let me explain it to you. So this is your house.
Okay.
You have a panel on top of your roof. And this panel produces DC power, that's direct current. It then travels into an inverter that transfers that DC power into AC power, that's alternating current. That's what we actually use in our house right now.
Okay.
Now, as we're sitting here talking, guess what's happening to the numbers on your net meter?
They're going up?
Yeah, that's because you're pulling from the grid.
Okay.
Now, when you have solar energy, this power is being shot into the net meter, which is driving the numbers down during the daytime. You're actually building up credits.
All right.
Now, cool thing is during the daytime, you're actually building up more credits than you need to power up your home. And that's being stored into your local electricity bank.
Okay.
So at nighttime, when there isn't any sun and you do have to pull from the grid again, you're just pulling the power you produce during the daytime. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, say that we projected that you needed 10,000 kilowatts and you only use 9,000 of those kilowatts.
Okay.
You still have 1,000 kilowatts that's uncalled for. Your local electricity company will have to send you a check or a credit for the energy you produce over and beyond your solar installation.
Okay.
You follow me?
Makes sense.
I want you to put a little cross,
Okay.
and on one side of the page I want you to put before,
All right.
and the next side of the page I want you to put after.
After.
So this will be before you meet Josh and after you meet Josh, right?
Okay.
So what would you say your average electricity bill is each month?
$200.
$200. All right. So there's 12 months in a year. So right now you're paying about $2,400 a year. Is that about right, give or take?
Yep.
Now, how many months are in the next 10 years?
120.
So if you continue doing what you're doing for the next 10 years, you'll be paying about $24,000 in electricity costs.
Yep.
And in the next 20 years, you'll be paying about 48 grand.
Okay.
And that's actually plus because we know that our local electricity company goes up every single year, right?
Yep.
So you're like, Josh, what are you going to do? What you're going to do is you're going to stop pulling your power from your local electricity company and letting them charge you whatever they're going to charge you. And now you're going to own your power, and now you're going to charge them. And by law, they have to buy that power back at the same rate they are charging you.
Okay.
So now you're going to get one bill, and that's going to go towards your panels each month. And you're going to let your panels produce all your electricity for you. Now let's get into this bad baby, because everybody wants to see the numbers, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now your average bill, as we were talking about before, was on an average of $200 a month. Now your new bill each month is going to be a flat rate of $152. Write that down. Now you do claim taxes, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now this is where it gets pretty sweet, okay? Now you're going to get a federal tax credit, and write this down.
Okay.
$12,613.21. And then you're going to get a state tax credit of $12,128.09. All right? All right. Now this is where you got to listen.
Okay.
Okay? Are you paying attention?
Paying attention.
All right. Now there's two things that you can do with this federal tax credit.
Okay.
You can go to Vegas and double up with it, or you can take this money and put it back towards the system. Just so you know, the federal government gives you money to pay off your system. It's intended to go back towards the system.
Okay.
If you do not give this money back, then that payment of $152 is going to go up. It's going to go up to $210. All right?
Okay.
As long as you give that federal tax credit back, then that payment is going to stay the same at $152.
Okay.
Now, you want me to teach you how to make that payment even lower?
Yeah.
You see this state tax credit that we were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If you apply that state tax credit as well, then your new payment to this system is going to be a flat rate of $136. Now, I can only tell you the right thing to do, and the right thing to do is to give the tax credit back. Okay? But you have the choice on whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
Now, instead of you paying $48,000 in 20 years, you'll only be paying $23,000 in 25 years. Which one's cheaper?
The 23,000.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, just so you know, we do a credit check. You have to have at least a 650 credit score to qualify for this program. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's a problem for you?
Probably not. We just purchased like a rental property, but I think we're still above the 650.
Awesome. Do you have a glass of water?
Yeah, I can grab you a glass of water.
What's the last four of your social?
0177.
And what's your birthday?
February 9th, 1985. Are you running my credit?
Yeah.
All right.
And your annual income?
About $86,000.
So how long have you been living here?
6 years.
Nice. Is there any tips on marriage that you can tell me?
Just say yes.
That's what I heard. She's always right, right?
Yeah.
And do you allow us to do a soft credit check on you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.